friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and I am so excited about today's video because we are going to be using the Dose of Colors and Disney palette to create this super intense, bold, I don't know what I would even, like a winged out cut crease slash liner. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but this is what we're going to do today. I honestly went back and forth about getting this palette. I was kind of trying to talk myself out of getting it, but I am so glad that I picked it up. I feel like for a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, this is done really well. You have 4 mattes out of 6 eyeshadows, so I can't complain. Like 4 mattes for 6 eyeshadows, like Dose of Colors just gets me. That's exactly what I want. And then the 2 shimmer shades I feel like are very usable and they go very well with the other shades in the palette, so I really think this was done very well. And I mean, like, who doesn't love Mickey Mouse? Like, come on. When I got this palette, like, I knew that I was gonna do a tutorial with it, and I really didn't know what I was gonna do. I originally thought I was gonna end up using the color Hooray, but I eventually ended up settling on using this gold shade because I haven't really done a gold eye on my channel in a while, which is kind of strange. I feel like most people are like, I do a gold eye every single day, but I haven't done one in a while. So I figured this would be the perfect time to do it, and I am so in love with this look. I hope you guys like it too, and if you want to see how I got it, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so the first shade I'm gonna grab is the color Hug Me. I have like an idea of what I want to do. I'm not like 100% sure. So I'm taking a Morphe brush with no name on it, and I'm just gonna apply this into my crease. The huge, this is like my first step for every single look, all the time. My foundation is on. By the way, my brows are done. I don't know how I'm feeling about them today, but that's okay. It's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I'm going to take a ColourPop E6 brush. It's just an angled brush. And I'm going to go into the color M is for Mischief, which is just like a bright, not even like a bright red, like a deep like burgundy red. And I'm going to start to map out like a cut crease, sort of. Wait until the, ooh, that's really pigmented. And this brush is a little longer than I feel like I wanted. I'm in too deep. I'm not gonna wash another brush. And then at the end, I just did kind of one of these little things like that. It's not like a full flick, but it's not like a not flick, you know? It's like a little baby flick. So now, what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna grab a MAC 221 brush, which is like the closest to the E36 that I found, but I still prefer the E36, but mine is dirty because I've been doing 50,000 cut creases. And I'm gonna grab the same M is for Mischief shade and just blend right on top of that line that we created. I know you guys are like, this is definitely a cut crease, but just wait. Just wait until the end. I mean, like, it definitely is. Okay, it is. I'm just trying to make myself feel better, but like it is. But at the same time, it's like different than I think any of the cut creases that I've done recently. So that's how I'm justifying it. I feel better now. That's how I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to grab the ColourPop angled brush one more time, and I'm going to take the color Shucks. So I'm just going to go right on top of that line again. Hopefully I will clean it up and make it look a little less gross this time around. And again, just doing that little childish wing right there. I'm going to take the ColourPop E10, which is a pencil brush, which I normally don't use for that, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to grab Shucks again, just to kind of blend above that line. Grabbing the 221 and M is for Mischief again, which was that deep red shade. I'm just gonna kind of try to blend this out a little bit further because it's not blended out very nicely as of right now. So now I'm gonna go in with the original fluffy brush. I'm not adding any product on there. I just kind of want to create a seamless blend. And I definitely can tell you that this red eyeshadow has carmine in it. So let me just check. Yes, it does. This red eyeshadow definitely contains carmine. And I know because I'm allergic to carmine, I can see some bumps starting to form on there. So I'm taking Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. Please focus. Almost there. Here we go. That's good enough. I met you halfway. I'm going to take it with a flat brush. This one is just by BH Cosmetics. It does not matter as long as it's pretty stiff. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to carve. Well, I'm going to clean this up. I'm not really carving it out because like we already see what's happening. I'm just cleaning up right underneath that line. Look at that. You can see the... I'm hoping that the camera's showing you, but you can definitely see the carmine is like not... It's not reacting well with my eye. And I know you guys are like, if you're allergic to carmine, like why are you using stuff with carmine? And that's very simple because I have a problem. Out here I'm just gonna do the exact little baby wing that we've been doing. So now I'm gonna go into the color Let the Show Begin, which is gonna be our lid shade. It's just like this nice, it's kind of like a muted gold. Grabbing a MAC 242 for this step. I don't know if I'm gonna wet it yet. I think I'm gonna try it not wet first and then see how I feel. Yeah, okay, so I like that. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So now I'm going to do my winged liner. I'm going to use my ColourPop Swerve gel liner, or cream gel liner, I'm sorry. I'm using the MAC 210 brush, which is what I always use. For this liner, you definitely want to touch this wing. That's why I did such like a little baby wing. So I'm going to kind of do it so that the very end, like right like that, touches. I did make the wing a little bit thicker than I usually do, but that's pretty much exactly what you want to do because this look is going to have, you know, a lot of pretty colors and whatnot, but it's kind of more centered around the eyeliner than anything else. So now what I'm going to do is take the ColourPop E6 brush, which is the angled brush, and I'm going to take the same ColourPop liner that we've been using and like dip into it very slightly, okay, ever so slightly, and I'm going to go right where our cut crease line is and kind of connect it outwards towards the actual liner. I'm like not breathing right now. So this is what we have so far. I did end up making this eye a little bit thicker just to match it this one, but this is what it looks like. It's not really perfect, but I like it. So I am taking my concealer brush, which I always use the Anastasia number 18 brush. This is just what I used underneath my eyes, and I'm going to take some concealer. This one is the Pro Conceal and Correct palette, also what I always use. Did I say underneath my eyes? I meant underneath my brows. This is what I also always use underneath my brows. I'm using the color NC 35, which is this shade. I believe that's what it is. And I'm going to clean up the edge of that wing. I made my wings like enormous, but again, it's part of the look. It's not like I would make my wings look like this every single day. So we're going to move on to the face now. I'm using the Cover FX G Medium 2 Power Play Concealer. You guys know I'm obsessed with this concealer. Mostly I'm obsessed with this applicator, but I'm also obsessed with the concealer. I'm just going to take this basically everywhere. Using a damp beauty blender just to blend that out. And as always, this is so boring in my opinion. For powder, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way, which is already spilling. I haven't even opened it. That's interesting. And I'm just going to use my same beauty blender. I am getting a lot of transfer from this gold shade, which is kind of stressing me out, considering we have a lot of stuff riding on this. I'm thinking I might want to add some glitter on the lid actually. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my Midnight Cowboy Urban Decay glitter liner and I'm just gonna go in. This glitter liner is pretty sheer, so you can do like a very sheer wash of glitter, which is exactly what I would want. So for my waterline, I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacker. You guys know this was my favorite. I'm trying to give it another shot. It's like, it's not as creamy. Maybe mine is just super old. I don't know. I'm grabbing a Morphe M432, which is a flat definer brush. And I'm going to go back into Shucks right here. And I'm going to apply this right underneath that black pencil. I felt like I was doing a lot of brown recently, so I made myself do black, but that's okay. I'm going to take a Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the color M is for Mischief, which I might regret this, but that's okay. I'm just going to blend that out. I definitely don't regret this. I'm going to take a very small brush and I'm going to go into the color Beyond Classic, which is the highlighter in the palette. And I'm going to use that on my inner corners very generously. Okay, that's intense. Very generously. This is actually like a face highlighter. But obviously that doesn't mean you can't use it on your eyes. And there's honestly nothing else that I would use in this palette, obviously, as an inner corner highlight. So I am going to highlight my brow bone with this, and I might regret it, but that's okay. You got to risk it to get the biscuit. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, my eye is still having an allergic reaction. It's getting better, I think. I think my eye is kind of adjusting to the fact that the Carmine is there and it's not going anywhere. But for my lashes today, I'm going to use the Priscilla Nicole lashes in AZ. Are we surprised? These are my favorite lashes of all time, and I think they go good with literally every single look. So I'm applying some glue. And while that gets tacky, I will move on to my mascara, which I'm using the same old Kush mascara by Milk Makeup that you guys know is still not my favorite. But we're using it. We're using it, okay? Because I paid way too much for a mascara. Oh my, look at you, you're so pretty. Guys, come look at Dana. Hold on, let me see if I can see you. Come in here. Closer. Look at Dana, look how you look so pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like your makeup under your eye.
Thank you. I'm not done yet, but thank you.
Is that called eyeshadow?
On my eye?
Yeah.
Yes. There's eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara. There's an eyelash right there.
You look pretty.
Thank you. Wait till I'm done. I'm gonna look better.
Is that fake eyelashes?
Of course it is. I love fake eyelashes.
Did you know something? My after-school teacher, she wears fake eyelashes.
Well, your after-school teacher sounds like my kind of person. For contour, I'm using my Tarteist contour palette in collaboration with Makeup Shayla. I know this is not available anymore, but like it's my favorite, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna use my Morphe R10, my favorite contour brush ever, just to contour. And I am like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. To contour my nose, I'm using the same shade, which is this shade. I don't think I even told you. This is the color that I use to contour. And I'm using the It's My Rare number 8 brush in collab with BH Cosmetics. This has been my favorite brush recently. I just feel like it is doing the job. Oh, I was supposed to try out the James Charles one. Oh well, maybe next time. For my bronzer, of course, Rodeo Drive by ColourPop. It's just my favorite, and especially when I'm looking as pale as I'm looking right now, it just does it for me, you know? There's nothing better than Rodeo Drive. Am I gonna put this in my favorites video like for the entire year? Probably. For blush, I'm going to use Sun Power Mineralized Skin Finish Natural by MAC because it's kind of like a bronze colored blush. And I have a lot going on in the eyes, clearly. I'm using the MAC 168 brush to apply this. It's just like the perfect, like natural looking blush. But then obviously I apply so much that it's not natural anymore, you know? You guys know. You guys know. For highlighter, I'm going to use Beyond Classic, which is the color in the palette. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this on my face, so let's just try it out. And if I need to mix it, then I will. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna mix this with something a little deeper, just because it just looks a little ashy in my opinion. Like, I have definitely used light highlighters before, but I just don't know, something about it. So I'm gonna mix some of Honey Drip highlighter by Artist Couture. This one is definitely more of like a bronze color. I feel like since this one's a little deeper, it will mix nicely. I just like highlighted my eyelash. That's great. Oh, I really like those together, like a lot. You can see the difference. I mean, I hope it's coming off on camera. This side definitely looks more like my skin can actually glow like this versus this one that looks like freaking ash. I'm gonna use Beyond Classic from the palette again, just because I feel like that other shade would be a little too dark to highlight these areas. Oh my god, I love it. I'm loving my highlight today. Like, that mixture was everything. I'm gonna grab Chai Lippie Pencil by ColourPop in collaboration with Karrueche, and I'm just gonna line a list with it. For lipstick, I'm gonna use the color Forever, which is the satin lip that comes in the collection. There's 3 shades that come in the collection, 1928, which is lighter than this. And I think it's like a little bit more peachy as well. This one I feel like is more of like a cool tone nude. And then you have the color Infinite, which is like a deep like oxblood color, which I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna use this. And oh my god. So this is the finished look using the palette. I love the way this look came out. We've been through a lot today. We had a whole allergic reaction and we came out the other side, and I am just so happy with how this looks. I feel like usually 6-pan palettes are kind of like, they kind of include things you don't need, or they are missing things that you do need, and I feel like this kind of has everything, especially because of this highlight shade. You can definitely do a lot with this. It doesn't have a black in it, which you guys know I love me a matte black, but I just feel like this color, Shucks, it really did the job for me. So I'm not mad about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I will leave all that down below, as well as everything that we used in today's video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.